Well, the Iowa State Cyclones took the field in Arlington today, facing off against Big 12 newcomer Arizona State for the conference championship game. Our Local 5 sports team has your full recap from today's game.
It's been 112 years since Iowa State won a conference championship in football. Is 2024 the year that changes? Iowa State playing in the Big 12 championship for the second time ever. Their first appearance was in 2020. Rocco Becht to Carson Hansen, 3-yard score on an 11-play, 75-yard drive. ISU goes up 7-3. Here come the Sun Devils, 3rd and goal. Sam Levitt does it himself. The redshirt freshman puts ASU up 10-7. Arizona State back in the red zone. Cam Skattebo walks in untouched. Skattebo hits the Heisman pose. ASU goes up 17-10. End of the first half. ASU in the same spot. Skattebo again. 208 all-purpose yards for their star. ASU led 24-10 at the break. ISU opens the third with the ball, but the drive stalls on an Abu Sama fumble. Then ASU takes total control of the game. Levitt to Xavier Guillory. 8-yard TD makes it 31-10 Sun Devils. The next drive, Becht is tipped and picked off. Back-to-back turnovers lead to back-to-back scores, 38-10. Third possession of the third, another Sama fumble. Then it gets out of hand. Skattebo to the house. A 35-point deficit, and Iowa State's championship chase ends in a blowout at Jerry World. Local 5's Reyna Garcia has more on Iowa State's loss.
Well, it was a long walk back to the locker room for the Cyclones. A lot of players were visibly upset because they know this was not their best showing. And a loss is already disappointing enough, but it's even more disappointing when you have one of your worst performances of the season in such an important game. The offense was plagued by self-inflicted mistakes, from penalties to turning the ball over 3 times in a row in the third quarter.
I think the thing that we've prided ourselves on is our ability to take care of the football and, our ability to create takeaways, and we felt like that, especially that margin for both teams. I think they were +11, we were +9 coming into the game, and felt like that was going to be the key to this football game. The ability to take care of the football, and our inability to do that in the third quarter, it was just paralyzing.
We're always confident. Obviously, like you said, we were moving the ball how we wanted to, but it came down to the small details. Small details weren't there when we needed them, and that's what prevented us from going forward and scoring more points.
The defense didn't have a good day either. The Sun Devils scored on every single drive except for one through the first 3 quarters.
I feel like just a lot of ways we just weren't clicking on all cylinders. With defense, it's a team effort, so when one thing goes wrong, it can make a snowball effect, like we said earlier as well. So, just not clicking on all cylinders, and that's obviously what the result was today.
We're practicing tackling all week, and, we had to get populations to the ball, and, we failed a lot of times today, and, the offense needed us, and we didn't accomplish what we needed to.
Despite playing way below their standard today, Matt Campbell made it clear he's still very proud of his team and what they've been able to accomplish this season.
What this group has already done is historic here at Iowa State. Nobody can ever take that away from them, and the reality of it is we still get one more chance to send this senior class out the way we need to.
While a spot in the college football playoff is pretty much off the table at this point, the Cyclones still have a bowl game to look forward to, and we'll find out where they're headed tomorrow when all of the bowl games are announced. Reporting from Arlington, Reyna Garcia, Local 5 Sports.
To stay updated with all the latest in sports or catch anything you might have missed, be sure to download the We Are Iowa Plus streaming channel. It's available on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. Downloading it on Roku is simple. In the main menu, scroll down until you see the search bar. Click the search bar and type We Are Iowa. And then once you see We Are Iowa Plus pop up on the screen, click it and download it.